Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video, and today I'm once again back with the Path of Legends. As you can see, I am rank 637 global right now, 1982 medals I guess, and I'm playing Xbow Cycle with the Goblins in here. I just randomly had the idea to use them. While I'm at it, might as well get them to star level 3, but yeah, I decided to try them out because they did get buffed, and there are 4 of them now instead of 3. So using them in place of the skeletons. I've actually been doing okay. I just beat Monk, Phoenix Graveyard, and RG with Phoenix as well. So let's just get right into some games. Alright guys, so we found our first game, and I actually had to cut that time out because there was quite a lot of queue time. I guess getting kind of high up on ladder. Not too high, but you know, top 700 or so. Queue time is taking a fair amount, I guess. I don't know, I feel like there hasn't been that much queue time overall in my matches, but that time there was. So yeah, we do see a zap. Goblins are pretty good with to pressure at the bridge, because again, there are 4 of them now. And Zap, not really sure what this is. Could be Lava Hound, could be P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam. He's not playing anything though, so I will just split my archers, try and find out what he has. Okay, Battle Healer, so probably going to be Elixir Golem then. Battle Healer plus Zap though, I don't see E-Golem Zap too often. It's usually with arrows. But that is a good sign for me, because Zap does not kill Goblins or Archers. So that is actually going to be one beneficial part of him running Zap, I guess. Thankfully Tesla does target the E-Drag, so I can actually just snipe it. Pretty well played Tornado by him to retarget the Tesla, but that'll still get taken out, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to try and activate King off this E-Drag, and okay, sadly the E-Drag did get taken out before I could, but I think I got the Ice Spirit placement right. Anyways, just going to pressure with Goblins again. We do see the Phoenix as well, so yeah, this is literally what the meta has become, guys. That's why it's so annoying. There's just Phoenix Monk every single game, pretty much, at least one of the two. For the most part, it's Phoenix, because Phoenix is broken. But yeah, Phoenix was emergency nerfed. It's still super good though. Only 10% nerf to its damage, and the egg lifetime increased slightly. We do see the Battle Healer, so I'm going to go in because I want to kind of make him get into an awkward cycle. He does have to go for an E-Golem, and he will not have a Battle Healer to support this E-Golem, so it shouldn't be too bad. Tower is targeting the Phoenix. I'm going to have to watch out for that egg though, because after the E-Golem pops, after the Phoenix dies rather, E-Golem eggs will probably tank for it, so just gonna Goblins on the egg, log on all the blobs, and I could actually go in right again here, because I do have Goblins counter pushing. Gonna have to respond, does go with the zap. He does have E-Barbs too, okay, so not gonna go for anything, because in case he has like Heal Spirit or something, and he might predict me to protect my Expo, just gonna let it go, and then defend the E-Barbs. I mean, this is looking like quite an annoying version of E-Golem. E-Barbs are not something you like to see as an Expo player, but Phoenix as well, actually, but so far it looks like he doesn't have the Monk at least, so at least it's alright from that perspective. Also, he does have Zap, not arrows. That is definitely another saving grace. I'm gonna go Knight for the Battle Healer, make sure the Tesla stays on the E-Drag. Gonna Fireball off this Phoenix. I don't know if it's a good play or not. Might not be, because the Phoenix still survives, but it is tower damage, and I can stack archers again. I don't know if he has zap or not, or arrows rather, but since he only has zap so far, and rage, I can only assume that he doesn't have arrows. Gonna fireball everything, log as well. Hopefully the Phoenix egg doesn't respawn. Gonna go Goblins too, and okay, it does respawn. Gonna go Ice Spirit to pull everything back. Wow, flawless Ice Spirit there. He does go for a zap, but I still get the perfect defense off, so that was amazing actually. I only took zap damage, I'm pretty sure, so that was just great. Someone is emoting on my side, and so pretty much going to be rinse and repeat, just defense over and over again. This is kind of what the meta has come to though, so if you are trying to play through Xbow Cycle, or in my case I guess it's 3.1 with the Goblins, you have to know how to defend perfectly against these new decks. He does actually mess up there, or maybe he intentionally let my Expo lock on the tower. Goes for a late E-Barbs, just going to let it go because I don't want to go Goblins right into the E-Drag right away. And E-Golem does actually get taken out on his side, which is pretty good. I can just go for low archers again, and again, huge saving grace, he only has the zap, so he cannot actually take out my archers. Like, he goes for zap, but it's fine because archers stay alive as long as I protect them well. Gonna have to get back to a new pair though, and Goblins, because if you guys didn't know, Raging Phoenix could get like 1,000 damage in a few seconds, so you really have to be careful. I think I can win this one though, as long as I can defend the E-Golem Onslaught and triple, because I have his right side tower all the way down to 2.3k, and again, he only has Zap as a damaging spell. Other than Rage, which doesn't damage towers, it just makes his pushes more annoying. Gonna Tesla on the right. I have a feeling he might Eagle him in the right, so just wanted to cover all my bases. Gonna get some nice fireball value, nice log value too, and we do actually not take out the egg. I was hoping that we would, but Kind of sucks, gonna have to get back to a second Tesla and get more fireball value and everything there. Gonna log the blobs as well, perfect timing, and we actually did defend that pretty flawlessly. This Phoenix is gonna spawn another egg. Hopefully it doesn't respawn, and okay, just barely gets taken out, perfect. So we are probably gonna be fine. I have 4 archers on the board, or I guess 3, not sure where one of them went. But again, I don't think I've taken any damage. Almost misplaced an Xbow there, but Tesla will do the trick. And back to another pair of archers, so 5 archers on the board. Fireball to make sure the egg doesn't hatch, just gonna get back to a fireball on his tower just for fun, I guess. And yeah, that was an amazing match, so that's how you beat Golem with Phoenix in there. As long as you defend well. Definitely good that he didn't have arrows again, but Goblins actually put in a lot of work, so they put in quite a lot of work in that match. I mean, lots of DPS on the blobs, and just for only 1 more Elixir, the value was definitely there. So that's going to be a plus 24. I believe that's going to be 2,000 medals. Yeah, 2,006 medals, rank 541 global now. Really, really nice stuff, as you can see there, and really nice first win against Elixir Golem. Alright guys, and we are getting into the next match against Ice. He has Phoenix in his banner badges, so already looking quite toxic. Also in Clan Peo, which is Pompeo's clan, so I believe that Pompeo still plays Balloon Cycle, but I'm not sure if his clan mates do, I guess. We do see the Bomber gonna pressure with Goblin, especially because Bomber is out of cycle now, and Golden Knight. So this is pretty much guaranteed to be Electro Giant. Electro Giant has actually been very popular with Phoenix as well, because I think the reason for it is E-Giant can take out opposing Phoenixes by itself, and then also you can mirror up the Phoenix or the E-Giant. It's just very toxic, honestly. Gonna Ice Spirit to make sure the Golden Knight gets taken out, because I don't want it to dash onto my archers, keep my archers alive to take out the Phoenix. And he does go for an E-Giant in the back. Gonna Expo opposite right away. Not sure why he did that. He might be going for a mirror E-Giant. Again, a lot of these players are abusing Phoenix with mirror and spamming mirrored E-Giants, mirrored Phoenixes everywhere, so he might mirror E-Giant on my Expo, and he does. Okay, so this is going to be tough. Going to have to try and contend with this push here. Going to go for a Tesla to pull that left E-Giant all the way. Knight for the right E-Giant because it is level 15. I feel like it's a bigger threat. And then going to go archers on the right as well, and he might have to NATO them in. Yeah, he does, but I can still get a pretty high value log on the E-Giant and the Bomber, and we will take some chip for sure because it's a level 15 E-Giant after all. But I mean, we basically defended that as well as we could have. I mean, I have his tower down to 622 HP now, and my tower is still standing very strong and healthy, so that's not really the sequence my opponent was looking for. I mean, this game is pretty much already over if I can defend perfectly. It is going to be a tall order because he does have Golden Knight, which is going to be really annoying against my Goblins. Normally I would use like Skeletons or Ice Spirit to distract the Golden Knight from dashing, but Goblins are going to be a bit harder to distract it with because there are 4 of them, so it'll dash everywhere. Also, it will one-shot them with its dash, which is really annoying, so yeah. Might just defensive Expo on this E-Giant. Tesla is going to get taken out, so gonna go for it, anti-lightning to my right side tower. Probably gonna mirror his E-Giant like he did last time, or mirror Phoenixes, that's the other thing. Really toxic and broken, yeah, like a lot of people are just abusing this combination. I think I'm gonna take that fireball value because why not, and then archers are putting in a lot of work. Phoenixes are going to be there, so I think I do have to Tesla. But Defensive Expo should actually take out this egg, even though the other Phoenix does tank for the new one. So as you can see, Defensive Expo actually does pretty well against Mirrored Phoenix spam, if it's in a matchup where it's warranted, like E-Giant, for example. Against Elixir Golem, you never really go Defensive Expo. And wow, Golden Knight still dashes everywhere. That is very annoying, but it still should be fine. Thankfully, Knight picks it up, so it's not going away on my tower right now. And I'm going to go archers on the left because I feel like they would just die to the executioner if I played them on the right, so might as well just take out the Phoenix. Does go for a lightning, but Expo is still alive, which is pretty nice. Going to go for a knight on top of the Exe so that he can't NATO it into the tower. And I pretty much just have to get 2 fireballs down, so I might just go for the fireball cycle right now. Yeah, it does go for a bomber, giving me value if I hit that. Okay, I missed it actually, but just have to get back to a second fireball. So I'm going to go for a high Tesla. Force him to lightning up high rather, because it's an anti-lightning placement, and that is going to be a good game. He's clapping. I'm giving the CRL emote as well, so I'm just going to give him the global turn emote. I don't know if he's clapping sarcastically or not, but I'm going to say thanks because he's literally abusing E-Giant Phoenix Mirror. I guess he said well played on a serious note, I can't tell, but yeah, it feels really good to beat that toxicity. That's going to be rank 321 global, which is really, really nice. So I did lose a little bit, but I was able to win it again against Mortar as well. Alright, so we found the next match against TR Jawako. I like the emoji face in his name. Let's see what he's going to be running. Going to start it with Goblins at the bridge. Again, I feel like it's quite a threatening play. Does usually force something out because there are 4 of them now. I believe even when there were 3, if you played them at the bridge, they would still get some damage, so it's honestly quite good. I think you can play them on the side, but to get more damage, but it doesn't really matter. Going to Xbow right here because he's not playing anything. Does go Exe and Cannon Cart. Okay, that's unfortunate. Going to log. And I was hoping to log the Cannon Cart out of Expo range, but just slightly a bit late, so it's unfortunate, but it's fine. Gonna have to go for a Knight for this, because anything else would kind of die to the Cannon Cart, helping the Executioner out. So Executioner plus Cannon Cart, this is probably going to be a drill deck if I had to guess, because you don't really see Cannon Cart plus Exe in any other decks. Like, it's kind of a niche combination. I'm just going to Ice Spirit at the bridge, though we do still have somewhat of a damage lead, I guess. And just go Hog, actually. Going to go Goblins, and then try and go in, because I did outcycle his Cannon Cart. Also goes for a Log, because that is actually 6 Elixir. So he's actually kind of down Elixir right now. Does go Skeleton's going to Tesla to predict. Does go Exe. He does not have enough for his Cannon Cart right now, because he played the 2 Elixir on that Log again, so he's really not back for a while. I could predict it with this Knight, but I don't know his full deck, so I think it's safer not to. Gonna log this card back, though, and really lucky that it actually targeted my Expo first, even though it would have been a bit better in terms of damage to lock onto the Tesla, because the Tesla was alive on such low HP, but it still took the Cannon Cart out with the log, so don't have to worry about it at all. My opponent seems kind of upset by that interaction. But yeah, we're going to have a pretty nice lead, and I'm going to try and go in again here, maybe, because I am once again outcycling his Cannon Cart. Okay, he does kind of anticipate me to go in with that E-Wiz in the left lane, so just going to chill. Hover my Tesla for his Hog in case he wants to go in on the right, and otherwise it should be okay. He does go for a log, so I'm actually going to go in again. I'm pretty sure he's at least 1 away from his cart. Does go Executioner, going to log it back to try and retarget onto the Knight. And we do force the Cannon Cart out. Kind of a weird low placement. Gonna actually stall it out for a bit because I can maybe keep my Expo alive at least for a bit longer. Gonna Fireball all of this, just make sure it gets taken out before it poses any sort of threat on my side of the map. And then overall, this is quite a good situation for me. Does go Hog, just gonna Tesla, and does Lightning actually. Gonna Ice Spirit right away just because I don't want it to get too much damage. Yeah, that holds it in place so Hog gets no hits. I really want to go in, but the Cannon Cart's being very annoying there. So just gonna Defensive Expo. He was predicting me to go in anyways with it, Executioner. And gonna Knight for this Cannon Cart. Okay, well, I was not expecting it to have that much range, or rather target my Expo from that far. Because I'm not used to them going Cannon Cart on my Defensive Expo, so I didn't know it would target the Expo from that far away. But anyways, it's fine. Just gonna try and protect this Tesla. High Tesla will be an anti-lightning placement, and will pull a Hog even if it's pre-planted, so pretty nice overall. Gonna hover another one. That's the other benefit of pre-planting Teslas, you can always get back to them, even if your opponent takes them out. And he's gonna have to deal with my buildings here, because I'm spacing them out in a way that he's not able to get lightning value on my right side tower. So if he does want a lightning, he's gonna have to lightning pretty much nothing, like only my buildings. Which is still quite a lot of value, but still not the tower he wants to go for, obviously. Does go for a Cannon Cart in the right, so I'm going to go in right away. Executioner will take it out, but that's fine. Just kind of wanted to punish him a little bit. Going to go Knight, because I think Goblins wouldn't do the job, or if he goes like Prediction Log or something, it might be scary. Just going to go for a Log on the E-Wiz and then set up another pre-Tesla, and we'll take out the E-Wiz as well. So overall, this is honestly quite a good situation for me. Cart will snipe it, so I'm going to have to be careful of his next Hog. Going to get ready to pull it with an Expo if I need to. Goblins to predict the Hog as well. They are going to go right into the Executioner, so maybe ill-advised, but still, it should be okay. Again, I'm already back to another Tesla. Unfortunately, I missed the E-Wiz with that Log, though, but again, we have such a nice lead from the start that I should still be set in this match, and that's one of the only ways you can get a lock against decks like these that have like Cannon Cart and weird stuff in them. Get a log just to make sure it doesn't get a hit. But yeah, like getting a connection in single is one of the only times you can win against decks like these, so that's why going aggressive at the start was actually quite beneficial for me. Just going to take that Fireball value, honestly, don't want to mess around with a Tesla. I'm able to defend that perfectly with Fireball plus log, and then I can actually go in to maybe force him to spend Elixir, because I know he wants to go in on the right now, so... Okay, he actually just gave up. I also had a defensive expo supporting, so that is going to be a good game against a really weird Hog, ExeNado, Cannon Cart deck with Lightning, so kind of a hard matchup, but I'm glad I was able to win it, so yeah, really nice win there. Alright guys, so we found the next game against someone who's at 2.3k medals. Wow, so he is significantly higher than me. like 250 medals higher, so we'll see what he has. He had Lava Hound on his banner, I think. His name looks to be Japanese, but it has 2022 in it as well. Just gonna go for a Tesla. You don't see Goblin Cage that much these days, actually, so Phoenix you do see a lot of these days, though. It's a very, very annoying card. This might be E-Giant again, because Goblin Cage is like one of the only decks I can see it being in is E-Giant, so we'll see. Executioner 2, I could go in, but he still has a Phoenix on the board, so I think I have to commit to the defense first, unfortunately. He does go for a Tornado, though, which is quite a big commitment. I do have to log just to make sure the Phoenix head got taken out, because I think the tower was distracted. I didn't actually notice that the left tower was helping out. I'm gonna go for an Xbow because he shouldn't have enough for his E-Giant. Okay, he did. I completely miscalculated that. And speaking of miscalculated, I misplaced my Tesla one tile too low, so this is really bad. He could like lightning this, or it'll just get taken out before it does too much as well. Yeah, I think I might have to go Goblins here. Okay, E-Giant is basically taken out. I do take some damage. Maybe I should have gone Goblins, but yeah, it wouldn't have happened if I placed my Tesla one tile higher. And okay, Mirrored E-Giant comes down. This is annoying. Gonna have to defend this with everything, though. Knight Archers do a pretty decent job. Gonna log, and he actually has Fireball, which is strange to see in an E-Giant deck. Like, you literally never see that. Only Lightning. And I guess he got damage for it. Unfortunately, so E-Giant, Mirror with Phoenix. Okay, Mother Witch, that was kind of a bad play. I'm actually going to ignore that and go in, because even though he does get a Cursed Hog out of it, I am able to punish him, and I'm going to place it slightly towards the middle so it does target the Mother Witch, and then it... Oh, he got an Executioner down. Man, I was really hoping he wouldn't have enough Elixir for it, because that would have been perfect, but Exe also takes out one of my archers. Okay, so my initiative was there, but he just barely had enough for the Executioner, sadly, so my plan kind of fell apart. I was hoping that he wouldn't have enough for the Exe in time. Gonna Fireball this cage. Actually, I don't think I should because he has Mother Witch in this deck. Probably best to play it safe, even though the aggressive part of me really wants to. Gonna go in right away. He will not have enough for a Mirrored E-Giant in time, and the cage is low enough in HP to the point where a Mirrored E-Giant, or rather, he wouldn't have enough Elixir for the Mirrored E-Giant in time as well. Gonna Fireball all of this. I do get a nice connection there. That's gonna put me in the damage lead, and since he was forced to defend my Xbow, he will not be able to get back to a second E-Giant, at least in terms of a Mirrored E-Giant. He might be able to cycle back to a normal one, but yeah, just gonna Ice Spirit to hold the E-Giant in place before it shocks the Tesla. And that's going to be a pretty nice defense. I hope that Exe doesn't splash my tower. Okay, just barely didn't, but now it does. That's annoying. Gonna go in again. Even though the cage has more HP this time, I hope that I reacted fast enough to the point where he doesn't have enough to go for a Mirrored E-Giant. And okay, perfect. Looks like he just barely didn't have enough Elixir in time. So that is going to be a good game against Mirror E-Giant spam with the Phoenix. So I'm really happy, because if he did get the E-Giant down in time, I think I might have lost. I don't know. But that was very dicey, very annoying matchup as well. Plus 49, oh my god, that is like more than you ever would have gotten in the old system. But that is going to put me at 2100 medals, or rating I guess, ranked 253 global, with Xbow Cycle, so really nice stuff there. Again, I did have some losses along the way, because this is just a terrible meta for the deck. But I'm still really happy I was able to do it against some kind of weird decks. I mean, Hog, Cannon Cart, Lightning is strange. E-Giant Mirror is, I guess, kind of normal in the meta like this. But with Fireball, it's kind of weird. But plus 49 is actually insane. I think I'm going to share that with my clan just because, oh my god, that is extremely high. But yeah, that is going to be top 250 pretty much again, so really happy. Really nice stuff with Expo, with Goblins again. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the old Expo action. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.